Most people spend their lives chasing money, a bigger paycheck, a better bonus, a higher salary, and every time they earn more, they feel like they're getting ahead. But then something happens. Their rent increases, their car payment gets bigger, they upgrade their lifestyle, and suddenly, that bigger paycheck doesn't feel so big anymore. This is a cycle millions of people live in for decades. The wealthy see money differently. They don't chase money, they chase cash flow. At first, those ideas sound identical, but they're completely different. Money is something you earn once. Cash flow is money that keeps coming back. Imagine someone gives you $100,000. That's a lot of money. But what happens after you spend it? It's gone. Now imagine owning an asset that pays you $1,000 every month after month, year after year. Eventually, that asset could produce far more than the original $100,000. That's the power of cash flow. The wealthy aren't obsessed with how much money they have today. They're obsessed with how much money continues arriving tomorrow. Think about owning a rental property. Every month, rent comes in, or owning dividend-paying stocks. Companies send you a portion of their profits, or owning a business. Customers keep buying. Money continues flowing. The goal isn't one big payday. It's building a river instead of carrying buckets. Imagine two people. The first earns $200,000 a year, but spends almost all of it. If they stop working, the income stops. The second earns only $80,000, but owns assets producing another $60,000 every year. Who has more financial security? Most people would say the first, but think about it. The second person has income that doesn't depend entirely on showing up to work. That's freedom. Cash flow creates options. Here's another way to think about it. Picture a tree. You can chop it down and sell the wood once, or you can keep harvesting fruit every year. The wealthy prefer fruit. They'd rather own something that keeps producing. That's why they love businesses. Real estate, royalties, investments, digital products, anything that continues paying long after the work is finished. There's another hidden advantage to cash flow. It reduces pressure. Imagine losing your job tomorrow. If your only income came from your paycheck, that's terrifying. But imagine you also receive rental income, dividends, business income, royalties. Suddenly, one setback doesn't destroy your finances. Multiple income streams create resilience. The wealthy rarely rely on just one source. They build several, not because they expect disaster, but because they understand uncertainty. Another reason cash flow matters is compounding. Imagine receiving $1,000 every month from investments. Instead of spending it, you invest it. Now that new investment starts producing income too. Your cash flow begins buying more cash flow. Eventually, the system starts growing without requiring additional effort. That's how wealth accelerates. Not because people suddenly earn millions, but because their assets begin multiplying themselves. The average person often celebrates buying expensive things. The wealthy celebrate buying productive things. A luxury watch may impress people. A small business might quietly generate income for decades. One costs money, the other creates money. Guess which one wealthy investors usually choose? Another important concept is predictability. Winning the lottery is unpredictable. Building cash flow isn't. Every investment, every asset, every business, every productive purchase adds another brick to the foundation. Over time, those bricks become incredibly strong. There's a reason many wealthy people ask one question before buying anything. Will this put money in my pocket or take money out? That single question changes purchasing decisions forever. It's why they often drive older cars than you'd expect, lie below their means, and continue buying assets even after becoming wealthy. They're protecting the cash flow machine. The greatest irony is this. The people who seem richest often spend the most money. The people who actually become wealthy often spend the least, because every unnecessary expense is money that could have purchased another income-producing asset. Eventually, those small decisions become enormous differences. The person chasing bigger paycheck stays on a treadmill. The person chasing cash flow builds an engine. One must keep running forever. The other eventually runs by itself. That's why financial freedom isn't measured by how much money you make. It's measured by how much money continues arriving, whether you work or not. The wealthy understand this better than almost anyone. They don't wake up asking, how can I earn more today? They wake up asking, how can I own more assets that pay me tomorrow? Because money can disappear, but cash flow, done right, can last a lifetime.